Hey everyone, welcome back to Stocky Talky. I'm going to do only Tesla-less video. I swear people seem to like that a lot more. I'll do other videos in the future where I go over a ton of stocks in one or just ideas I have in the general market. Well, I'm going to include ideas I have in the general market within this one, but I'm going to keep it concise. So going here first, if you look on tip ranks, what are analysts thinking about Tesla? They see still a 20% upside. Of course, market hasn't closed yet. But as you can see, 1107 is just kind of like the average analyst price target. Now, analysts are just all over the map on this company. Like, they don't know how to properly evaluate it. And that's because they just don't understand the potential, right? So, as you can see, the high side 1580, close to that $1,600 point that I had said. But guys, even from that 1100% or 1100 mark, that's a nice 20% run up there. But if we come over to Tesla, just here on the Google chart here, you can see, look, today we started out 913. We actually started out in the red, and we were bouncing off. It looks like this support level here. We'll get a better look at that when we go to the chart. But you can see now we have gone a little green, nothing crazy, just like a buck. And on the 5-day, we're really finding resistance, you can see. But yeah, over the month, still down 10%. So if we come into the chart here, and you'll kind of see why, right? We have been stuck within this wedge forming. And unfortunately, we do have a bit of bearish, like a short-term bearish thing, or it might not get filled yet, but you can see this gap here from 875 to around 900-ish. That did form the other day, right? I never covered that, but it did form. However, we are breaking above this 20-day MA on the daily chart. So the next thing for me would be to break above this wedge trend line that's been forming that I have drawn out here. You saw resistance there. We resisted it here. And it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Do we reject it, come down here, fill gap, bounce off this, and then run up? That'll be very interesting to see. Right now, the RSI is kind of in the center, right? Like, it's not giving us any clue as to what's going to happen. It's at 47. So it'll be very interesting to see how this plays out. Another thing that happened today with Tesla is Model Y's deliveries began in the UK. So 25 electric SUVs were delivered to their new owners. So that's pretty interesting. But overall, Tesla, I think we are gearing up for a market turnaround and a rally here. We've been just literally like wedging so long that I just see it turning around relatively soon. Like by the end of February, I think we will know which way Tesla's heading, and I want to say like I'm 85% sure it's to the upside. And so one thing I wanted to look at here is if you go to the bottom, remember this drop down we had? Oh, whoops. Remember this drop down we had? It'll be interesting to see if we take the price range from here to this gap up. So that's a 65% increase in value, right? So that was from May 21st till October 21st. If I go from this here and I pull it to 65% up, one sec, let me just make this. That'll put us at right there. So that's a $517 gain. That's a 65% rip. That could be like what happens, right? Just a similar thing playing out. It's what I said. We break out of this, right? And we hit that kind of like 1,040, but we stay on this lower trend line and kind of play that until we get that next catalyst and have that breakout, like I said, would come sometime around August. I think I'm sticking to that. And I kind of see that like this. Maybe we get a quick run up, but I see us playing out like that more so than just like a quick burst up. We break through this trend line crazy fast. I would like to see Tesla get its legs under it and get a nice climb going. And I, for some reason, that's just how I see it playing out. Please leave a comment below. I mean, if you see it playing out another way. But heading over to the NASDAQ quick, yeah, you can see we're rejecting the 20-day MA on the NASDAQ. Again, if we can get through that, through the 20-day MA and stay above it, that would be very good to see. So again, we are still trending upwards, and I do think the market is due to eventually break out of this corrective phase. We're still, how far off the top are we? Let me just see. Right now, we are still 14% off. Actually, sorry, 15% off the top. So this market has room to run. And if that carries over to Tesla, if the NASDAQ goes up 15%, this isn't always perfectly correlated, but if it goes up 15%, usually Tesla will double that. But we shall see. Who knows? Anything's possible. But in my eyes, I think Tesla's still on track to use this trend line that's drawn out and stay true since, like, what is it, March 2020. And use that as support on our upward trajectory throughout the rest of this year. And then we'll see where it goes from there. But yeah, that's just my little Tesla video here. And thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to the channel.